everyone, welcome to the backyard patio area of my townhouse. When we saw this blank canvas patio, we were super stoked. We've finally gotten to the point where we feel like it's ready, it's done, so I wanted to share it with you and share a whole bunch of tips and tricks that I have learned along the way, because everybody needs a backyard space this summer, am I right? Especially if you're like us and you have a paved over back patio, an urban garden, if you will, you'll need to create a container garden. In order to have a healthy living plant in a container, you need to have drainage for the water. So if your container does not already have holes at the bottom, you can either add several rocks so that the water can filter through there, or drill holes in yourself with your handy dandy drill. Because there was already a lot going on color-wise back here, the bricks are different colors and there's the wood fence, we really wanted to keep our color palette nice and neutral for our planters, and then we could bring color in with our flowers. So we went with blacks and whites and organic shapes and colors for the actual containers. If you collect containers that have sort of varying heights and sizes, it gives you a nice layered look. For my actual plants, I really wanted a sort of beachy look, so I went with some cool grasses and some plants that have big leaves that you would find in a jungle. So this is my concrete jungle, guys. When it comes to plants, each plant needs something different. Some plants love a lot of sunlight, some plants really thrive in the shade. So it's important to know not only the sun exposure in your backyard area, but it's also important to know what plants need what. So in our backyard, this side of the backyard gets a ton of sun during the day, and then this side of the garden gets a lot of shade. I specifically bought certain plants that love the sun for this side and plants that love the shade for this side, and now those plants are really thriving because they're getting what they want. To keep the cost down of your containers, repurpose whatever you want and can find for your planters. We bought this behind the door organizer, but it doesn't fit, so I used the vessels to hang on my wall and create wall planters. First, I just added a little bit of rocks on the bottom for that drainage I was talking about, some soil, and I threw in the plants, and these bad boys are looking really cute. For any room, including an outdoor room, lighting is totally key. I love bistro lights. They give a nice romantic, moody vibe. And we have this great fence that we just drape them over. If you don't have a fence, you can get very tall stakes at any hardware store, put them in the corners of your backyard, and hang your bistro lights that way overhead. You might have seen this during our Tiki Party week in Marianne's backyard. They looked fabulous. Last year, our outdoor space was a little balcony, and so we had these planters that we put over the balcony. I repurposed them and I hung them on the bars of our window and upcycled them to be our little herb garden. Growing your own herbs is super easy. All you need is a vessel, drainage, plant them in a sunny spot, pick them off from the top. That encourages growth from the bottom. They'll get all full and lush, and then you can use them when you're making your own popsicles, smoothies, and basil strawberry lemonade. For our furniture, we wanted something that looked really modern, neutral. The space is kind of small, so we didn't want anything too bulky. This wire furniture looks sleek and modern. There's a lot of negative space, but it's not actually wire. It's actually this very comfortable woven plastic that is super loungy. It's like a hammock for your tuchus. The side tables also double as ottomans. Take off the glass, add a pillow, and I'm lounging and reading my book in the most cozy way possible. What's a backyard if you can't entertain in it? We got a grill so that we could cook out back here. We also got this kind of wow factor, which is our fire pit. The fire pit will lengthen the amount of time that we can actually use this space. On cool fall nights, we'll light it, we'll make s'mores. Even during some of those winter nights, you just throw on a cozy sweater or jacket, come out here, light the fire, and I can still be enjoying this great outdoor space. My friend Estella came over the other day, and I was like, oh my God, do I even have toys for children? Guess what I did have? I had Tupperware, I had water, and I had paintbrushes. I gave her those three things. She painted the sidewalk and herself all day long. She had a blast. Sidewalk chalk and bubbles have also never gotten old, so if you have those three things on hand, friends of any age will be having a blast all day long. What are some great tips that you have learned while making your own outdoor area? Be sure to let us all know in a comment below. Thanks for joining me. Bye.